Happy New Year. January 1st. Been thinking about trying to get myself a little bit more organised. I'll get things done, generally on time, but I feel like I don't have very good organisation skills for myself. I've got my calendar on my phone, which will give me reminders and that sort of stuff, and my school calendar, I synchronise with that, and personal calendars, get all those sort of together. But I'm only just starting to get back into the habit of checking the diary each day. Now it goes through to like my work one. I can get on the work computers and that sort of stuff. So I synchronise my timetable every term. While I was relieving DP, shared that with the office staff so they could know when I might have been on class and being able to put parent meetings and that sort of stuff in. But I seem to struggle with keeping track of things. I'm trying to keep too much up here. Successfully finished uni, getting things in on time on that. Always seem to do stuff last minute. Everything was sort of last minute. You sort of get things piled up on top of you, and I'd seem to let things pile up on top of me because I couldn't keep myself focused on just one thing. I was trying to remember everything that had to be done here, and I can't do that. I definitely can't do that anymore. I've kind of gone down the rabbit hole, well, since school broke up. So the last almost 2 weeks. And I've been going down the rabbit hole of bullet journaling and journaling in general. Every time I look at a calendar, like a diary calendar, I either think there's not enough space in that, but then if I get one that's like a date or a page, I don't feel like I use that efficiently and I end up wasting a lot of paper. And during the end of last year or the start of this year, I bought a few of these, just a line notebook. When I started sitting up as DP, I started using this to take notes each day because they've got a spot for the date at the top. And so I just open that up, sit it on the desk at the same time. Most of my notes I would do in OneNote, and that way I could keep a really good track of stuff, and that worked really well for work as a recount of what's happened, and that way I could follow up on stuff and that sort of thing. But if I was talking to somebody at the time, interviewing students, talking to staff, I'd just sort of jot notes down in this. I'd bought a couple of these. Of course I bought one of these ones. This thing was just for writing stuff down as I thought of it, but I wasn't very diligent with it. A while ago, when I say a while ago, I'm talking years, this was meant to be a sketchbook, so no lines at all, but I was just writing stuff down in it, doing, you can't really see those, but sketches of measurements of the house, which circuit goes to what if I need to find out where power might have gone out or something like that. This was like all the projects around the house. When it finished up, which was, looks like it was during lockdown, when I was doing my retaining wall out the back here. So I've got all my measurements and my notes and how many, yeah. So I would use this, but I wouldn't have it with me all the time. So I try to keep notes in my phone. Not very effective because I wasn't controlling them that well, keeping track of them that well. Looking down the bullet journal road, I didn't want to go out and buy a new book. Not just yet. I did have a second one of these, and when I bought these, I bought like blue cover, black cover, went this one will be for work or something, this one will be for home. And when I open this up, they're pretty good. They've got like this cardboard cover just on the inside that has pockets for things like if you're keeping receipts or stuff. But the very first date in this, 8th of January 2023, when I had a phone call with another YouTuber. And then I started doing sketches of stuff I wanted to do out the side of the house. And I started doing colour sketches to try and get what I was trying to do across to my wife. Plus I was trying to get back into sketching and that sort of thing. That was the start of this book. Ideas of what I want to do at the top of the stairs. Started writing down some music I wanted to listen to, some stuff about ChatGPT. I heard GPT from a online group of teachers that I was with talking to overseas. Measurements from when I bought the dresser just there. I bought that. It's just a cheap pine dresser off somebody, and I paid 50 or 60 bucks for it. When I got it here, I went, it was really heavy. Did I waste my money on something that's like, whatever? And I sat here and worked out how much it would cost for all the timber that's in there. Anyway, I didn't want to waste all of this, so this was going to become my journal. Sticker from Dan Brent that I got given 2019 from Maker Central. I also put one on the front with 2024. So this is going to be my diary and journal. But I jumped onto the computer, Excel, set out a calendar. So that's my yearly forward planner with school holidays, all the weekends, public holidays, and then I can just write stuff in there. The dates are just straight down the side. First is always at the very top. It's not sort of organised that you can just see here's the bottom of the months that don't have 31 days. And that's going to be my forward planner for things that are just something that's coming up. Then I did a monthly set out, Monday through to Sunday, some space for notes down the side. And like I said, I've gone down a bit of a rabbit hole with bullet journaling, but I'm not going to sit here and go crazy with little stickers and colour coding and that sort of stuff. Not just yet. I just need something for me to be able to plan ahead, and possibly just, if I've got it on my desk, I know what's coming up. I'll still have stuff in my phone because it's a shared calendar with people, shared calendar with my wife as well. For the weekly, I've just gone like this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've started it today, January 1st. And I'll see how this goes. Like, I know I've got something I'm going to do tomorrow, and there's actually a couple of things that I want to do, so I'm writing them down here to be a reminder. And this being A5, like, I could probably carry this around with me. The other reason why I used Dan Brent sticker on the front is in 2021 we did a Fools with Tools treasure trade at Christmas, and he made me a pen. He actually made me 3. One's black, one's blue, one's red, and different colour tops here. But I grabbed these because it fits in there. I couldn't find any other pens that would fit there, and I don't have like any really cheap skinny pens. I don't like them, they're not that comfortable to write with. In addition to my planning, I am thinking that I'll probably use this. If I have ideas, I might write them just in here. I might see how we go with this. I've seen people using the little A6 journals, so size of a phone, something that it can carry all the time, because that might be quicker to open up and write notes in. Because one of the things that I notice a lot of people saying is they open their phone to write notes and they get distracted by their phone, and next thing you know, it's like half an hour later and they haven't written the note. I'm kind of like that. I'll open to check something specific, and social media will just distract me. I'll open it to write a note, and then I start checking my emails instead. So if I've got a piece of paper or a little book, I can pop it open, write a note. When I'm at work, I've always got a pen on me. I've usually got pretty good pockets on my pants. I'll keep using this for school, as this is if I'm having interviews or stuff. This will be my personal one. So it'll be something that I'll check this in the morning. I'll try and develop that habit, because I really do need to develop a better habit of keeping track of what I'm doing, keeping on top of things. I've just used an old lanyard from the V8 supercars excursion I did with the kids. It's into the spring. I'm thinking I could use this to, if I want to hook it into my bag, or I just don't want to be wasteful. So I'll start using these. This will probably not last me the year. You know, the booklet is meant to be 200 pages, so 100 sheets. So each open spread, if it was a week, you should get that in, but I've already used pages out of this. I've already torn pages out of this. It is one of those ones where, as well as the binding, there's a perforation right down the edge so you can tear a page out. So it does have pages missing already. I'll keep a track of this and see how we go after a month. By that stage, I'll be ready for school. Once school starts, it'll be a little bit more full on when we're doing. I've got work and home, and I've got more study I'm doing this year. We'll see how we go.